Hi, Chuck White. It's me, Mima, the storytelling fairy. I have my crown on today, and I'm with my friend Skippy John Jones. And today we're going to read the book, Charlie Hits It Big. I can't wait to find out what happens.
Charlie Hits It Big by Deborah Blumenthal, illustrated by Denise Brunkus. When Sophie woke up and went to feed her guinea pig, she was in for a surprise. Charlie wasn't there. Charlie, Charlie! Everyone ran around the house shouting, Charlie, Charlie! Nothing. Not a squeal. Not a squeak. Nothing but a note. The family looked at one another. The note said, off to the coast for an adventure. Later, Charlie. The coast? Then Annie looked into Charlie's cage. A clue, Annie shouted. She had a newspaper. Meanwhile, high up in the clouds, a 747 plane was preparing to descend to Los Angeles, California. On board, munching a vegetarian lunch, was Charlie. Will there be anything else? The flight attendant asked him. Got any carrot juice? Tomato, said the flight attendant. Tomato then, Charlie said. On the rocks, baby. Look at Charlie in his sunglasses. At the airport, Charlie got into a taxi. Where to? Said the taxi driver. Hollywood, Charlie said, numbing his paws together. After checking into a hotel, Charlie boarded a tour bus. But when they got to a movie studio, Charlie crept away from the group and followed a sign that said casting. There goes Charlie, sneaking away from the tour group. After waiting on a long line, Charlie was given a paper with words to read. For the part in the movie, Charlie had to pretend that he was a man with a broken heart. With his eyes filled with tears, Charlie stared at the camera, dropping to his knees and pounding his paw against his heart, he cried, Find room in your heart to love a beast like me again, and I will make you the happiest woman alive. Cut, said a man wearing a beret. Come back tomorrow, he said, but lose that thing we're looking for dark and handsome stuff. No problema, Charlie said. The next day, a dark and handsome Charlie came back with a beautiful actress by his side. He said his line again. Find room in your heart to love a beast like me again, and I will make you the happiest woman alive. Oh, look at Charlie. Cut, shouted the director. You've got the part. You're going to be big, big. On the way to the hotel, Charlie bought a postcard to send home. To his owner, Sophie. He's going to send a postcard home about Hollywood. That night, the director was going to have a party for him. Charlie needed something special to wear. He walked over into a fancy shop. Can we help you, sir? Indeed, Charlie said. Minutes later, Charlie emerged from the dressing room. He admired himself in the mirror and strutted around in his fine new outfit. Oh my, look at Charlie's outfit. Is that silly or what? Now it was party time. There was a long buffet table with all kinds of good things to eat. This was the moment he'd been waiting for. Charlie's mouth was watering. Fruity Nut Buffet. Where was the Fruity Nut Buffet? It had to be there. It was a party for him. Charlie searched the table. Nothing. Not a sesame seed. Not a pumpkin seed. Not even some dried food. So he settled for a salad. Then he met lots of people. Darling, people called him. Mon amour. They hugged him and they winked at him and they blew him kisses in the air and pumped his paws up and down and up and down. But Charlie didn't even know them. He didn't know what to say. Photographers snapped his picture over and over until he saw spots in front of his eyes. The room got so crowded that people were crushing him and stepping on his little feet. Oh, poor Charlie. Charlie felt like he couldn't breathe. Everyone loved him. He had new clothes and a tummy full of salad, and he was a big pig in Hollywood. So why did he feel afraid and lonelier than ever? He dropped to the floor and crawled to the door. He thought about Sophie and how they used to play together. He thought about how he used to sit on her lap while she fed him baby carrots and scratch his neck until he fell asleep. He thought about being home again in Sophie's room without any pushy people, and how he could not think of the pet food emporium opening and without smiling, and the opening was in the town, and the ads that said Fruity Nut Buffet, buy one, get one free. But he wants to be home. Charlie leapt up and ran to his hotel. He packed up all of his clothes. He went to the fancy bathroom and took the almond soap, coconut shampoo, and shoe shine cloth. Then he went to the lobby. "Taxi," he said, waving a paw. Hours later, he was back in his small hometown. When he got to his front door, he knocked and knocked. No one answered. Finally, a light went on. "Who is it?" said a voice from behind the door. "It's me," said Charlie. The door opened a crack. Sophie stared and stared. "Charlie, is that you?" she asked. But before he could answer, Sophie scooped up Charlie in her arms and squeezed him. "Charlie, Charlie," Sophie said, "you came back." "Yes," Charlie said, dropping his head on Sophie's soft shoulder. Charlie looked into Sophie's blue eyes, and then he looked at his cage. Leaning against it was a big sack of fruity nutty buffet with red ribbon tied around it. Charlie smiled a big toothy grin. "Find room in your heart to love a beast like me again, and I will make you the happiest woman alive." "What?" Sophie said, looking at Charlie strangely. "That's Hollywood talk," Charlie said. "Forget about it." The end. I hope you enjoyed the story of Charlie and his adventures in Hollywood. He went to Los Angeles, California, where you live. So, Mima, the Reading Fairy, will see you soon in our next adventure. I love you.